So hey guys, Sendou here again. So today actually what's gonna happen is that we're gonna talk a bit about XRank. And XRank, if you don't know, is a new rank that's coming out in around 1 month with the 3.0 update. And they actually released the details last week already, but I didn't have any time to make a proper video of it back then, so I'm just gonna do it now, because I think there's quite a bit to say about XRank and how it could potentially affect the game. And also one other aspect of it, which is gonna be like it's almost a direct reply from Nintendo to the video I made about the what I then called, I believe, 60 map problem and whatever, like the problem of having too many maps for competitive, where there's like a various of problems. I'll link it to the description, but that was like 1 month ago or so, and now we have this, so that's pretty crazy timing really. But yeah, XRank. What is gonna be XRank is that currently we have S+, which is, looking at this spread here, would be around 7.5% of player base, of the active player base. So that's quite a lot, and XRank would only be around 1% then if we go with these numbers. So that's already pretty interesting, I think. I don't know, I don't think it will like completely fix the, like many people are like, well, S+ is too like big of a scale of player skills, which is probably right, but I don't think like even if you take 1% of it, it doesn't straight up fix it. It's just like a step in the right direction. I think the bigger part of it is something that they talked about, what was about in XRank you are more playing with players that have similar like matchmaking rating than you do. So this is something I've been talking about as well. So now with the XRank, they'll actually be showing your hidden value, the matchmaking number. It is shown here. So if you don't know, even in S+, you do have this number, you just don't, the game never shows it to you. So when the game starts, it says 8 squid power level or whatever, then it's that's the average rounded of these numbers. And everyone already has these numbers, but now it's something like you will like constantly try to improve, so you can like appear at the end of the season like top 100 or whatever. So there's like more of a point to play rank now, which I think is pretty cool, because like right now when I'm S+ 50 I go to ranked and I can always maintain my rank, but I mean that's not like, you know, it's not so hard to do, so it's not really, you know, the only point to play ranked is just to, you know, have fun. So there's like one more reason to play ranked when you try to get a high score that allows you to top the scoreboards. And I also think it's really cool that they are showing you your weapon that you're playing. So I think it would be actually like really nice for the people that play like more niche weapons. So for example, if you are someone who really likes Hydros battling, for example, well, that's gonna be a weapon that's pretty much impossible to get like these first ranks here. Just with how ranked works, like it's not good for, you know, backline weapons, it's not good for more niche weapons like Hydra. But now even like the Hydra mains can be like, well, we can see between Hydra mains use the best scoring guy, so I think that's pretty cool stuff really. And yeah, also like, you know, having this kind of like seasonal thing that shows you, okay, yeah, was the best players at that one point in time. I think that this will allow some really nice stats down the line, but happy to have this really. And yeah, the change in weapon state additions is also pretty smart. So right now we're getting stages randomly at some point in the month, like we're getting pit at the end of this month, and weapons every Friday. Instead it will be like start of every season. Well, I'm gonna call them seasons, because that's what they basically are invented on just 1 month. But weapons and states at the start of each season, which I think is pretty smart. Since kind of like now it's kind of hard from a competitive perspective to predict the game, because every week there's something that can potentially change the meta a lot. So now it's only like once a month, so I actually like that a bit. And also, this is basically the biggest part of why I'm making this video in the first place, is the battle stage limitation. So reading this, basically what's gonna happen is that for 1 month you have 8 maps per mode. It will still follow the same 2 hours, 2 maps thing as previously, but they will still like limit the amount of maps. And how they explain it here is exactly as I was kind of like explaining it, that okay, you know, variation is good, but at some point it's too much and people cannot learn so many maps. And they say over 20 stages, so that's even more than I expected when I made the video, that there's too many maps. There's gonna be even over 20 stages, so that's already like, that's insane. Like 20 times 4, like 20 plus times 4, like that's just too many for anyone to learn. So now it's more focused, you have only 8 maps per mode, so if you play a lot of rank, you will be learning those 8 maps really well. But really, okay, the salt of this, the sugar, I know the English expression, but really like the point of this video is here. We just take these 8 maps and use them for competitive. Like, this is like perfect solution. Like, this is as close to a perfect solution we're gonna get. Because just think about it. Previously, like after the video, if you don't know how there's some progression made. There's like a group of TOs that are deciding, okay, we should play these maps for this month and these maps for this month and so on. And this is a pretty good compromise for now. But one really big problem that I have with it is that you can only practice that subset of maps if you play in private battles. It's not gonna be possible for, you know, everyone to, you know, practice with private battles. If you don't have a team, then what are you gonna do? If you don't have a group to play with, then what are you gonna do about that? And the people who already have a team have a big advantage of that, of course. But you know, also have to think about players who are like still, you know, early in joining the scene or whatever, or players who didn't have a team. Well, now it's pretty, I think, effective practice to just play ranked. I mean, with just like a smaller subset of maps, and you can get that practice in. I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, like there's some people have been raising some like points as well about, okay, we have like a Nintendo provided map pool or whatever, and that's cool and all, but it's still probably gonna be like 20 plus maps, and it's not gonna be like effective enough for like practice. You still gotta learn 20 maps versus maybe just 9 maps times 4 modes. But for me, I think it's when you think about it, like, okay, think about Reef tower control, think about Reef Rainmaker. To me, there's like nothing similar to how this play. To me, like Reef tower control and Snapper Canal tower control are more similar than Reef tower control and Reef Rainmaker, for example. So I think the individual combo is more important than just the, you know, that you are playing the same map, because Reef splats sound so different, Reef TC different, Reef Rainmaker different, Reef Clamp, they're all different. So it doesn't really matter that you play the same maps, like it can be 20 maps, as long as the individual combos, so MapX mode is like restricted like this. So I think this is pretty much the solution we should go with, honestly. And then you can just say, it's so simple, you just say, well, for tournaments, for this month, we play these maps, and it's so clear for everyone, it's just the same maps as ranked. And you get to practice it easily inside the game, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to XRank a lot, and 3.0 in general. I think it's gonna be a great update, and gonna be having a lot of fun in ranked, I think. Especially if I can get like more games between, you know, more competitive players, then that would be great. But I also want to say one last thing. The ranked, it cannot be fixed if people don't play it. So at the same time I understand it, but it's kind of like, you know, we had chicken and egg Splatfest. It's kind of like the same thing, like which has to come first. Some people say I only play ranked if it's good, but ranked, those people need to play ranked for it to be good. So if you're a competitive player, like high-end player, like that's how you fix ranked. Those people need to play ranked. So even if XRank comes out and these people don't play ranked, then it's not gonna do anything. But also, I hope they will make the ping-based matchmaking a bit less restricted. So maybe I could play more with Americans or more with Japanese people. Because I don't know, 1% of S+ player base, I have a small doubt that it's gonna allow me to get games at every hour. So hopefully they will be more about the ping-based matchmaking. But I think that's about what I want to say. So thanks a bunch for watching, and See you guys next time.